I'm sure if you're a Marvel fan, every 2 seconds you're hearing something about Spider-Man No Way Home on your For You page. And I want to say something about the movie that doesn't really involve the trailer. Alright, so you see these three men right here? That's Mark Webb on the left, John Watts in the middle, and Sam Raimi in the right. Most of you know Sam, many of you may not know John and Mark. John is responsible for Tom. Mark was responsible for Andrew. I'm going to talk about these men and explain something to you that may help out with this whole Spider-Man No Way Home thing. Almost every last one of us know about Sam's movies, Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3. Spider-Man 1 was the godfather of the superhero movies back in the day of Marvel testing out their properties. Thing is, this was a Marvel and it was Sony. When the first one came out, crazy success, crazy money. And there were talks of a second one coming out. And people were like, wait, shit, we getting a second one? Second one did phenomenal, did way better than the first one. And to this day, people still consider that one of the greatest superhero movies of all time. Then we were getting announced a third one. And people were like, holy shit, we're getting a third one? But here's the problem with that. Sam had complete control over Spider-Man 1 and 2. But when it came to 3, one man and a bunch of executives over at Sony were like, hey, big bruh, we need some more money in our pockets. Throw Venom in that bitch. And we all know how that movie went. But here's the crazy part. Spider-Man 3 is actually still a good film, and I'll tell you why. Sam said he did not care for Venom at all, and you can sense that throughout the movie. Like Venom's backstory not being talked about at all, Venom literally being cut from the movie for 40 minutes, and Eddie. Nothing in that movie cared 2 fucks about Eddie. Eddie was doo-doo in that movie. You're trash, Brock. But stuff like Sandman, when he apologized to Peter and Uncle Ben's death, that was cared for, because that's what Sam wanted. But as you all know, that movie's whole franchise flopped. Now, next up on line was Andrew and Mark. When it came to these movies, sadly, Mark got hit with the stick quick. The first Spider-Man movie was his complete and utter control. The second one, quick. Sony was like, hey, bruh, Sinister Six. But time out, we ain't gonna do it the way you thought we were gonna do it. The way they wanted to do it was on par with the Avengers. They wanted to have each and every individual member of the Sinister Six have their own individual movie, or some of them have their own movie, and they come together in one movie called the Sinister Six, where they go against Peter. As you know, it doesn't exist because it got scrapped. You kind of see the pattern. Sam got hit with a stick in Spider-Man 3. Mark got hit with a stick in Spider-Man 2. Now here comes John. John has had free range with Spider-Man Homecoming and Far From Home. He has decided in those movies he wanted to make connections to the MCU because we've never ever had a Spider-Man ever make connections to the Avengers or any of the villains. So such things as Peter saying the Avengers' names or Peter finding an Ultron ahead, many Easter eggs to the MCU, like John wanted to do. Now here's where shit gets interesting. John is in his third movie and has to fit in with the new Marvel wave of the multiverse they're throwing out right now with Phase 4. Now as you all know, in Far From Home, Peter's identity got revealed. But in No Way Home, we're getting confirmed Electro, Doctor Strange, Doc Ock, and then the XYZ amount of rumors. Now the reason for this whole video is because of one thing. Sony, Disney, and John may be terrified because this movie has a lot to live up to. And I don't think a single one of them wants to say, damn, we did it again.